Morning everyone, and welcome back to the Runpreneur vlog, where we discuss all things entrepreneurship and running. Sorry, I'm actually slipping all over the shop today. It's really cold, so the floor is very icy. So it's a very fresh morning. You can see me slipping ridiculously on this. It's like running on ice. It's a super cold morning, -2 degrees, but no wind, so I don't mind conditions where I'm out of the shade now. I've got some traction. So yeah, super chilly morning, but no breeze. So not too bad wintry running conditions. And it's Friday Funnels Day today, where we discuss all things marketing. And today's topic is it's easier to sell to an existing customer than to try and find a new one. So as always, if you like this episode, please give it a like and a subscribe, and let's get started. So, selling to existing customers and the importance of doing so. Well, this is something that I certainly need to get better at. It's something that I'm fully aware of, and I'm looking to implement quite dramatically over the coming few months. But it's something that I haven't done particularly well in the past. And because I always thought, well, this is a misconception I think a lot of people have, that you think, oh, it's easy just getting somebody to buy, kind of a product with you or service as a new customer, because ultimately they're investing less in you. The more you're asking people to invest, surely the harder it will be. Well, you think that would be the case, but it's not. And all the top marketing experts out there will often make their profits in the second or third level products, as opposed to what they kind of launch at the beginning. It's often the launch stuff that they do, or the first product that people experience, that if they break even at that, at best, they'd even be prepared to make a loss, knowing that there's sufficient profit in the upsells or the downsells or the follow-on sales to justify the funnel working. And that's kind of the Russell Brunson method, really. I mean, you look at he's world renowned for his kind of book funnels. If you haven't read them, .com Sequence, Expert Sequence and Traffic Secrets are amazing books by Russell Brunson, and give you a really good kind of foundation knowledge and a really good implementable kind of step-by-step guide to starting to build your sales funnels and understanding how they work. And he talks about, I did an episode on this not so long ago, about the cost of acquiring a customer, CPA, cost per action or cost per acquisition, versus average cart value. And the reason that's so important for you to understand now is that cost per action or cost per acquisition, how much does it cost you to get a customer to buy? Okay, it's really important, because once you know how much that is, and then you know the average cart value, so what's the value of sales that they purchase throughout the funnel you've built. Now, if you just have one product at the beginning and it's costing you £10 to get a customer, but the product you're selling is £10, then you're breaking even. So you could be running that, driving huge amounts of people through it, and you're just covering your costs. And Russell Brunson's famous ones are whereby he offers you his book for free, just cover the shipping. So it's £7.95 in terms of dollars. So it's kind of like £4 or £5 pound sterling that he's charging. But the reason he does that is because he gets your credit card deals details at that stage. And then, if somebody bought it, it might cost him, he's probably losing maybe $2 or $3 per book sale. But he's not, because he knows with his conversion rates for his upsells, he might have 2-3 upsells in that book funnel, and they might range from get the audio book, which is an upsell which might cost $50, or it might be a strategy call, or it might be a masterclass webinar or something, that he's putting at different price points. And they don't always have to be more expensive. They can be lower price products, because ultimately, once you've got the customer in your funnel, the hard work's technically been done, because the hardest part is getting them into your funnel. When they're in the funnel, the conversion rates should obviously convert at the percentages that you're tracking, meaning that you'll be making additional income throughout with further down the funnel you get. So I hope that's a relatively clear explanation. The idea is that Russell Brunson's prepared to make a loss on his book sale, so it might cost him, say it costs him $10 to get a customer, but he's losing, once he covers his costs, he's kind of losing, $3 per book sale after he's covered his costs with the shipping. So in actual fact, he's losing kind of $13 per book sale, which is let me just get past this horse in case it kicks me into the morning. So he could be losing $13 per sale there, but then he knows through his upsells, and he knows the average cart value through further down the funnel, it might be $20 or even $40 per customer. Okay, so in that scenario, then it's costing him $10 to acquire a customer, but he's making 3 or 4 times his money back as they go through the funnel. Now, not everybody's going to buy through the funnel, but he's through targeting them as well and nurturing them through to kind of spend more with him over the course of time. So when you factor that in, that's how funnels become super profitable. So it's the point here is that it's easier to make your money from people that have already bought from you, because they already potentially the hard work's been done. Acquiring the customers is the hardest part, because they don't know you, they don't know what your product or service is. You're having to build that trust up and build that relationship with them, getting them to the point in time where they're comfortable investing some money in you, which is quite a hard process. But once they've invested the money in you, and you start and understand they've already kind of bought into you, so selling them 2 or 3 items or 2 or 3 services or products is often easier than acquiring them in the first instance. And that's something that I think all marketers should know. I'm not hugely experienced in marketing. To maybe 3 or 4 years I've kind of really been focusing on this stuff, and even now I'm only really just starting to implement a lot of the teachings, and I've known about a lot of these things for a long time, but as with anything, it takes a long time to get them implemented, or you kind of procrastinate for whatever reason, you've got other things on the go. But you should be dropping everything and trying to work on your sales funnels. And the reason I say that, and I'm careful when I say that, but they are money-making machines in an automated fashion, but the work to get them set up is anything but automated. But you've got to do that work to be able to benefit, and we're only really benefiting from our kind of first funnel at the moment, the 2 Squared Academy funnel, and I think we've got 165 odd active subscribers at the moment. We're aiming to get to 200 by the end of the quarter. But all the 10 days of work and effort and headache getting that launched, it now just seems to continually bring business in. All right, we're still doing a bit of promotion, but this is all organic promotion. We haven't even started the paid traffic yet, but we're not going to start that until we've got enough data about the funnel, which we're collecting at the moment. And Russell Brunson's another one who suggests, chuck a budget at paid advertising and let that test your funnel earlier. But because we've got so much more on and we're not in a great rush to push this too quickly, we're building other funnels at the moment. So at the point in which we get them all built and we've got an active funnel in place for each business, that's when we'll go through and start testing it and tweaking it and optimizing it, because the optimization process can take weeks, in some cases months. So I hope this has been useful. I was going to summarize this episode. It's don't fall for the misconception that it's easier getting new customers than it is selling to existing ones. Selling to existing is far easier, and often in sales funnels you'll get a lot of marketers that will lose money on the first product in the stack, and it's often the second or third products where they'll really start making the money. But once you know the conversion rates and you know what the average cart value for people coming through your funnel, so on average what do people spend for your funnel, so that will take into consideration people that buy everything, and it will take into consideration people that buy just the first product, and that will average out to give you an average figure. And once you know that metric, it will determine how much you can spend to acquire a customer and still be profitable. So I think those metrics are super important. So we look at these, we're starting to look at them on a weekly and monthly basis now, to really get a kind of grip of of how our funnel's performing, and it's amazing just by doing little tiny things how you can increase those conversion rates. So so back to the summary. Selling to an existing customer is definitely the easier and more profitable way of growing your online business. Number two, you need to understand the two metrics, cost per action or cost per acquisition versus average cart value. Okay, once you understand that, that's how you truly know whether your funnel is profitable or not. And number three, you just need to get these sales funnels built, because so many people think, I don't know how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, bring someone in who can do it for you. If you're learning to do it, spend more time learning it and really kind of get to grips with it, because it is game changing once you start understanding the nuances of funnel building, and then you start thinking, wow, I could create a funnel for this. Before you know it, you've got kind of 10 different funnel ideas. You're not going to build them all overnight because they take a long time to build, set up and get profitable, but it's the journey. Every one you build, it's like an asset that's sitting in the background that's just generating you income. And even if it's not generating you income, with a few tweaks, a few tests, on a few price points, exchanges, etc., you can turn it into a profitable one. So hopefully that's helpful. There's just a car coming, so just need to hope that's useful. So as always, if you've got any questions on this stuff, just drop me a comment. I'll respond to everyone. If it's a bigger question, I'll still respond, but I'll do a separate blog episode and I'll tag you in. If this isn't relevant towards you, no drama, just unfollow me. You don't have to unfriend, just unfollow will stop you receiving all this content cluttering up your social feeds. But before you do that, please check out the Runpreneur YouTube channel, because just because today's topic isn't necessarily relevant, I do a different topic on each day of the week around entrepreneurship and running. And hopefully if today's isn't relevant, there might be others that are super relevant. So please make sure you check out the YouTube channel and subscribe and give it your support if you can. It'd be much appreciated. You also might want to check out my Facebook Runpreneur community group. I'm starting to host some free resources in there, and the first one is my 70-step process to content repurposing, reformatting and optimization across all the different social platforms. So if you want to get more content out there this year in a more consistent and time-effective manner, you'll need to check out that free checklist. Hopefully it's useful. So that's pretty much it. As always, the Runpreneur vlog was set up to help entrepreneurs and business owners overcome the emotions of stress, which, if not managed, build into overwhelm, which, if not controlled, can turn into anxiety and kind of mental health related challenges. And it's how you can overcome these by using exercise, and in my case running, as a release valve or release mechanism to kind of manage and control these emotions that every single entrepreneur and business owner experiences, but very few control. And the ones that control and manage them will thrive and move on to bigger and better things. The ones that don't, the stress will build up and build up and build up and build up like pressure in a pipe, and then eventually something will break. And usually that's either the entrepreneur has a breakdown or the business breaks down. Unfortunately, either or is often terminal to the likelihood of your business lasting a test of time. So I've been there, and I've lost multiple businesses because of this. I've lost multiple business partners because of this, and I've always been bankrupt because of it. So I'm pretty experienced in the dark times, but I have bounced back, fortunately. And as this vlog has been a serious part of my kind of ability to manage these emotions now, and not just the vlog, but the running, the exercise attached to it. And my pledge to you is, if you are one of these entrepreneurs that are experiencing these issues, these emotions, and you feel all the pressure, you've got no way to release it, you've got no one to kind of help with it, just drop me a message, okay? There's no catch here whatsoever. I'm not going to be selling you anything or anything. I just want to jump on a call and give you a few hints and tips on things you can implement now into your daily, weekly, monthly routines that should make a huge difference to your ability to manage these emotions. And like I say, it can often be the difference between success and failure. I mean, I've got more now than I've ever had. I feel completely in control. I feel like I'm thriving, and I've made more progress in the last 6 months than in the past 3 or 4 years, and hopefully that will tell its own tale. So don't be stubborn. The support is there if you need it, and it's completely free, and there's no obligation for anything for it. So some of you have already taken me up on this. I'm confident that the steps we discussed will have been making a positive impact in their lives. So don't sit on the fence. If that is you, drop me a line. So that's pretty much it now. All that's left to say is, as always, if you like this episode, please give it a like, comment and a subscribe. If you want to see similar or related content, please check out the playlist link in the YouTube channel. And I'll leave you as always with stay positive, stay happy, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.